may be used to make layout lines more easily visible. Using a rag that is free of oil or grease, swab the work sparingly with the solution. A drawing shows a plate in which 2 holes are to be drilled. One hole is to be 3½ inches from one edge and 3½ inches from the other edge. The second hole is to be 4 inches from the first hole and 4½ inches from the edge. The rule is set for the center lines for the first hole, 3½ inches from the edge as specified by the drawing. A scriber is selected. Holding the head of the combination square against the work, scribe the line along the end of the rule. The groove in the rule should be on top, otherwise the scriber may make a nick in the line. The center line for the first hole is to be 3½ inches from this edge. The combination square need not be adjusted for this dimension, being already set on the 3½ inch index. According to the drawing, the second hole should be 4 inches from the first. Set the rule 4 inches more to the 7½ inch index. According to the blueprint, the center of the second hole is to be 4½ inches from this edge. Set the rule to the 4½ inch graduation on the scale. The juncture of the lines is nicked with a center punch. Use a magnifying glass. It assures accurate centering of the punch. A light tap is all that's required. A heavy blow may shift the punch. In this particular case, it is required that the holes be scribed on the work. A divider is used for this purpose. In setting a divider to a dimension on the rule, locate one point in one of the inch graduations and adjust the nut so that the other point falls into the correct graduation. Some men prefer another method of holding the dividers for setting. Either way is correct. Select the method which seems most convenient. The divider points should be sharp. If they are dull or bent, it is impossible to obtain an accurate setting. Set one leg of the divider in the center punch mark. Scribe the circles. For laying out large dimensions, another form of divider, the trammel, is used. It consists of a bar and 2 points, one or both of which are adjustable. A commonly employed tool for transferring measurements and for checking outside dimensions is the outside caliper. To set an outside caliper, one leg should be held firmly against the end of the rule and the other leg adjusted to the proper dimension. Be sure to set it so that the point comes to the center of the graduation. If the outside caliper has to be brought from a wide setting to a small one, less wear of the adjusting screw and nut will result if the 2 legs are pinched together. The nut will turn freely, and an easier and quicker adjustment will result. The outside caliper is often used to check work on a lathe. The operator uses care not to force the caliper, which would be sure to result in a false measurement. Outside calipers are frequently used to determine a measurement by transferring the calipers from the work to a rule. The companion tool to the outside caliper is the inside caliper, which is used for taking inside measurements and for checking internal dimensions during production. To set the inside caliper, put the end of the rule and one leg of the caliper against a solid surface. Adjust the other leg to the desired distance. Set it to the center of the graduation. Inside calipers are used chiefly to check diameters of holes. The right feel as the points drag slightly tells the operator whether the caliper fits the hole properly. Steel rules and their various modifications and the measuring instruments with which they are employed find wide use in the machine shop and layout department. The usefulness of any tool, even though it's only a simple instrument like a steel rule, is maintained by good care. Well-oiled tools kept in good order mark the competent craftsman.